photorespiration. And C, why it is not happening in C4? What do you think? Why it is not happening in C4? Did you read about the CAMP pathway, or I had asked you to read about the factors affecting photorespiration? Anyone? Can you please raise your hands? How many of you had done this thing? Can you please raise your hands? How many of you read this thing? Am I audible? Yeah. Just tell me, how many of you just tried to read it? I will not ask you a question. I just want to see how many of you have read the thing. Just be loyal to yourself, because don't raise hands for sake of raising. सच में पढ़ा है तो जस्ट मुझे बताओ कि हमने पढ़ा है. Seriously, we are 49. Only one person is raising hand and at least behaving that he could hear me. What about the 47? Thank you. Second one. Why others are not reading, या फिर बाकी लोगों ने ऐसा मान लिया है कि हम तो ऐसे ही बिना पढ़े बिना एग्जाम दिए 12th में पहुंच जाने वाले हैं, तो क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है पढ़े ना पढ़े. Is it like that? I want answers. Okay, please. Now this silence is not going to help, because I'm trying to be as patient and as understanding as possible. Okay, I understand there are many limitations. Offline नहीं है, online है, पढ़ने का मन नहीं करता है. 100 reasons I will accept, but not the silence. चुप बैठने से कुछ नहीं होगा. I just want to know कि क्यों नहीं पढ़ पा रहे हो. कुछ ना कुछ reason होगा. Definitely something has to be there, right? I don't know what to say, because if I'm saying hell lot things and if not even a single person is bothered to reply, it's gonna be difficult for you all. I'm sorry to say, but it's really gonna be difficult. From first lecture itself, I'm saying that this chapter is not as easy कि तुम लोगों का जो typical mindset होता है कि बायो है रट्टा मार लेंगे हो जाएगा. ये chapter and the next chapter respiration is not really gonna help you in that way. You need to understand these things, and then only you will be able to solve the questions, especially the NEET people. I don't know how many of you out of 50 are NEET aspirants. Can you please raise your hands? Or planning to give NEET? Can you please do at least that favor to me? Okay. Fine. Almost 25% of the class. So why? What is happening with you guys? Like, I hope you know now it's May. Maybe somewhere around May 2022 or June 2022. If things go well, you will be having your NEET exam, right? I'm not really scaring you or तुम लोग को डराना या फिर demotivate करना is not at all my intention at this point. I just want you to realize few things कि ऐसे नहीं चलेगा, at least for you guys. Rest I understand, maybe they don't just have an interest or whatever the point right now, but तुम लोगों को ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. If you are really the interested in a NEET clearing and medical field में जाना है, डॉक्टर बनना है, whatever the case is, I hope you know 50% of the NEET is biology. 360 marks is biology. and this is very much important topic for the NEET as well. And I think this is a topic which everyone should know. So with this, I just will stop this sermon because I don't know how much it is gonna help you. Yeah, I'm just wasting my time. So let's move. Since you are not explaining, already I have explained you what is like C4, and you already had answered many questions जो मैंने split कर करके पूछे थे. Thank you for that. Yeah, किसी को कुछ बोलना है क्या? Hello, anyone wants to say anything? Again silence. So no. चलो, yeah, चलो. Let's start with CAM. That is the crassulacean acid metabolism. जिसको मैंने last time पे explain किया था. It is also a carbon fixation pathway, which is generally observed in or studied in deserted plants. You can say cactus, colanche, and aloe vera like thing, जो generally deserted area में grow होते हैं. Okay, so we all know desert मतलब वहाँ पे different conditions रहता है. Conditions as in with respect to the atmosphere and the environmental conditions. One very important is the temperature. Okay, so as we all know, there is a high temperature. The stomata generally try to maintain the water within the plant by closing the stomata, by closing itself. So the plant generally close the stomata during daytime and opens it during night time, so that the plant will not lose maximum amount of water during the day. क्यों? Because अगर plant का ज्यादा पानी loss हो रहा है, water loss हो रहा है, the process is called as what? The loss of water from plant is called as what?
Transpiration.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's transpiration. So the rate of transpiration will be very high अगर stomata दिन में open रहेगा तो. But it will be kind of, we can reduce its rate अगर हम लोगों ने ये mechanism use किया जो कि CAM plants use करते हैं जहाँ पे stomata are active during the night, that is called as photoactive stomata, and then they can open and they are closed during the day. Okay, so the initial CO2 fixation generally occurs during the night जब वहाँ पे stomata open होता है, and that is called as a primary carboxylation process, which actually happens in this particular phase. Okay, so they fix the CO2 at night and reduce the CO2 in a daytime via C3 pathway. So if you can see this particular diagram here, इसको हमने clearly दो part में divide किया है, day and night. Night में you can see stomata is open and there is a primary carboxylation happening. Day में, so the basic carbon fixation is happening during night. How? So you can see the atmospheric night carbon dioxide is actually entering the plant cell at night, and it is then converted into carbonate, which is then combined with PEP, that is a phosphoenol pyruvate, and it's forming the PEPC. Okay, and then finally the 4-carbon compound is formed, which is then entering the next path. That is the 4-carbon compound here. The C4 acid is nothing but the malic acid. This malic acid is then stored in a vacuole of a plant during the night, and then it will be then utilized during the day using a C3 pathway. Okay, so this C4 then undergo decarboxylation, and this will again get processed for formation of the starch. However, during decarboxylation, जो carbon dioxide निकलता है यहाँ से, that will be then entering into again the C3 pathway, which will be processed by the Rubisco. Okay, in this particular pathway, दो enzymes बहुत important है. एक तो Pepsi, that is a we also call it PEPCO, that is a phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase, and which is actually functioning at what time? Phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase कौन से टाइम काम करेगा? डे पे करेगा, नाइट पे करेगा? During which time it will work? Look at the diagram and tell me.
Day.
Why day? Look at the diagram and again tell me.
देखो तो भाई तो आज बरोबर केलं ना.
Yeah, tell me. Phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase, PEPCO, PEPCO actually it is named as, and it is involved in the fixation of carbon dioxide. Okay, तो fixation जो होता है वो कब हो रहा है यहाँ पे?
नाइट में होता है।
Night.
Yeah, so that's why the pepco will be active in night when the stomata is open, because the moment carbon dioxide enters the plant cell, it will be then taken up by this that is the phosphoenol pyruvate, which will be then forming, which will be then catalyzed by the enzyme pepco, and you will be getting the 4 carbon compound, that is a malic acid. Okay, so this particular process will be happening. So this enzyme will be active during night. Then जो Rubisco है, which is a main important enzyme of C3 cycle, that will happen, that will be really functioning during the day. So you can see यहाँ पे जो malic acid था, malic acid is, where is the malic acid? This C4 acid, whatever they have said it here, that is nothing but the malic acid. It is undergoing a decarboxylation process from which you are getting a C3 acid, which is further process, and you will get the starch. That is called as reduction of carbon dioxide. In the first step, we are doing a fixation of carbon dioxide. In the second step, we are doing a fixation of carbon dioxide. Sorry, reduction of carbon dioxide. Now tell me, during day क्या होगा? Fixation होगा या reduction होगा?
रिडक्शन।
Yeah, very good. Reduction मतलब जहाँ पे हम लोग को actually glucose, carbohydrates मिल रहे हैं. Here it is starch. In case of plants, it is starch. Okay, and fixation is actually जहाँ पे हम लोग carbon dioxide को लेके we are forming a stable compound from using the different intermediates. That is what happening during the night time. Okay, so these two enzymes are, that's why considered as very important, and both of these enzymes are actually present in the mesophyll cells. And in this particular plant, there is no Kranz anatomy, which is generally observed in case of C4 plants. Okay, so as I mentioned, the formation of malic acid जो यहाँ पे हो रहा है during night, that is called as acidification, जो हमने last time में discuss किया था, and this malic acid formation process is called as acidification. This malate or malic acid is then stored in the vacuoles during the night, and which will be then undergoing again decarboxylation, and you will be getting the C3 compound, which can be reduced further, and then the decarboxylated, like the released carbon dioxide, will be then entering into the Kelvin cycle. This is called as deacidification process. Okay. So almost, and as I mentioned, this is mainly observed in the desert plants. Okay, and most of this particular process is very much similar to what we had seen in a C4 plant. The only major difference in this CAM pathway and the C4 plants are, tell me, what do you think? What are the differences in C4 pathway and CAM pathway? They have mentioned that it is very much similar. But I am asking you, what do you think? It is similar. Okay, I agree. But what do you think? What are the differences between two?
Kranz anatomy।
Yeah, Kranz anatomy is the one major difference. Secondly,
तो डाइकोटिलीडोन में होता है डेसर्ट।
sorry. Can you please repeat?
C4 डाइकोटिलीडोन में होता है और कैम डेसर्ट प्लांट।
नहीं, C4 dicotyledons में होता है. Sharon, again, use the
मोनोकोटिलीडोन एंड सम डाइकोट।
yeah, use the right words. That is another difference. Okay, and similarities क्या है?
मेसोफिल सेल्स।
Yeah, first major difference is, like you already had mentioned, Kranz anatomy. Very good. Secondly, there is no Kranz anatomy. That is one thing. Actually, it's the same point. In the same point, you can mention that. So there are no separate cells like bundle sheath cells and the mesophyll cells, which are mainly observed in a C4 plants. Okay, so यहाँ पे only mesophyll cells are there, which are having both the enzymes required for the carbon fixation and carbon reduction या फिर assimilation. Okay, the other important point is like, which is like very much you can say in a similar way यहाँ पे कि दोनों में भी PEP carboxylase and PEP carboxylase ये important compound है, and the first stable compound is again a C4 compound. And what else we can say? Now, yeah, I think now you take it as a homework and just note down. Okay, I did not put it here as a homework part, but I hope you are following that. your next homework will be you need to write down the similarities and the differences between the CAM and C4 plants. I repeat, you need to write down similarities and the differences between the CAM and the C4 plants. Is it clear? Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. और इसमें कोई डाउट है? यहाँ पे you have to keep in mind one thing कि यहाँ पे जो भी हो रहा है इस kind of cyclic process, but ये start कहाँ पे हो रहा है? During night CO2 enter करेगा, then it will be taken up by PEP और CO2 को हम लोग convert करते हैं in a case of like carbonate bicarbonate हो जाता है, and then PEP carboxylase will process further, from which you will get the C4 compound. C4 compound, that is a malic acid, which will be stored in the vacuoles during night. जैसे दिन होगा ये C4 जो कंपाउंड है उसको हम लोग डिकार्बोक्सिलेट, मतलब हम लोग कहते हैं प्लांट डिकार्बोक्सिलेट करेंगे, तो उसमें से जो CO2 निकलेगा that will be taken up and processed further using Rubisco by a C3 cycle, and जो उसका बचा हुआ C3 कंपाउंड रहेगा, that is a C3 acid, that will then be utilized for synthesis of starch or any carbohydrate. The moment the starch is formed, again the cycle continues. Whenever the plant requires energy, they will break down the starch. ATP का AMP बनेगा, and again you will get the compound called as PEP, that is a phosphoenol pyruvate, which will be again ready to take up the next carbon dioxide molecule, and the cycle keep on continuing. Okay, so there are two carboxylation process happening in CAM pathway, that is a primary carboxylation during night, secondary carboxylation during day, and there is one decarboxylation process which is happening during the daytime. Okay, any questions? Yes, no? Actually, yes, सब pathway you need to draw. तब तुम लोग को थोड़ा वो समझेगा कि एग्जैक्टली क्या हो रहा है, सिर्फ देख के आई टोटली अंडरस्टैंड इट्स डिफिकल्ट एंड इट्स वेरी मच बोरिंग कि अरे यार क्या बोल रहा है C4 C3 C4 C3, बट दैट्स हाउ इट इज. ओके, so if possible and if you get time, please draw all the pathways in your book and keep on studying on regular basis. तब जाके वो तुम्हें थोड़ा याद रहेगा. I'm not asking you to literally memorize each and every intermediate and all like that. At least the first compound, the last compound, where how many ATPs are utilized, how many ADPH are utilized, such kind of information you should be knowing. Okay, so when you are studying, make a points or a notes in a way that it will be helpful for you during your final preparation. Okay, okay, so that's all for the C4 plants. With this, we actually have finished the C4 pathway. Sorry, CAM pathway. I'm so sorry. Which is very much similar to the C4 pathway, but it itself has the differences also, and that is mainly with respect to the trans and the. So what do you think? यहाँ पे photo respiration होगा या नहीं होगा? During this particular pathway, will there be any kind of photo respiration or no?
No,
Yeah, why no?
sir, because it requires bright light.
Yeah, that is there. तो यहाँ पे जो ब्राइट लाइट है ना, दिन में तो कितना सारा ब्राइट लाइट है, दैट्स वाई तो वो अपना आधा काम रात को कर रहा है, उसका सहा नहीं जा रहा है इतना लाइट, दैट्स वाई डूइंग इट्स हाफ द वर्क ड्यूरिंग नाइट, बट फिर भी वो दिन में C3 साइकिल कर रहा है. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक, वो फोटो रेस्पिरेशन करेगा या नहीं करेगा? यू आर राइट, इट विल नॉट शो अ फोटो रेस्पिरेशन टिपिकली हियर, बट आई वांट टू आस्क यू व्हाई.
सर CO2 फिक्सेशन की जगह गिवन आउट होता है ना फोटो रेस्पिरेशन.
सॉरी, CO2 फिक्सेशन की जगह पे
कार्बन रिलीज होता है ना.
Yeah, so that is actually a correct point, but yeah, that is correct point. So you have to mention it like during this particular process, CO2 is released here. You are correct. So C4 जो मैलिक एसिड था वहां पे हम लोग डिकार्बोक्सिलेशन कर रहे हैं, so CO2 is getting released definitely. अगर CO2 यहाँ पे रिलीज हो रहा है तो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ड्यूरिंग डे क्या रहेगा, हाई रहेगा या कम रहेगा? What will
कम
be
रहेगा।
yeah, it will be high because यहाँ से continuously वो रिलीज होता रहेगा, राइट? जितना भी C4 molecules यहाँ पे रहेगा, every time it is undergoing decarboxylation, it will release the carbon dioxide. The more it will release the carbon dioxide, the more will be the concentration in this particular phase. यहाँ पे दिन में फिर उसका बढ़ जाएगा concentration. And for a typical normal C3 cycle to happen, which is mostly dependent on which enzyme?
Rubisco.
Yeah, Rubisco. What is the full form of Rubisco? RUBP.
Ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase.
या कार्बोक्सिलेज, मतलब वो एज अ कार्बोक्सिलेज ही काम करेगा। द मोमेंट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम गया तब जब कुछ इश्यू होगा, where it will start, that will be the place where it will start performing the process of photorespiration. But in this process, in CAMP pathway, that is not really happening over here. CO2 concentration well maintained here, so it will not do a photorespiration. That is also a good thing. Okay. So I hope you understood this. If you are having any doubt, any doubt, we are always here to discuss. You can unmute yourself and ask. And if not, then we will be continuing with the next part. So with this, we have finished all the pathways. So हमने कहाँ से start किया था? I will just give a brief summary before starting this part because this is the last part of a chapter, we can say a major topic. There are two small topics within this particular topic. Okay, so हमने start कहाँ से किया था? What is photosynthesis? Can you please tell me now what is photosynthesis?
Photosynthesis is the process in which
Yeah, now you can, yeah. Sharon, just wait, and can you please raise your hand so that I can ask others as well? Yes, Mayuresh.
Photosynthesis is the process of production of carbohydrates in the form of glucose from carbon dioxide and water with the help of sunlight.
Yeah, with the help of sunlight and something.
Chlorophyll.
Very good. So it's a very good. Yeah, you have defined it very nicely. So as you mentioned, it is a process in which we are actually synthesizing carbohydrates, mainly glucose, using the raw material like carbon dioxide and water with the help of chlorophyll and sunlight. Okay. Can you please tell me, is it anabolic or a catabolic process? Photosynthesis is the anabolic or a catabolic process?
Anabolic process.
Yeah, it's an anabolic process because यहाँ पे हम लोग कुछ तो बना रहे हैं, ना कि break down कर रहे हैं. Yeah, very good. Then after studying the basic part of the metabolism and the first what is photosynthesis, we saw that this particular reaction is a redox reaction. So why photosynthesis is called as redox reaction? Raise your hands, raise your hands. I want to see how many of you are able to answer. Why photosynthesis is known as a redox reaction? See, you are not able to answer. This question, seriously, मतलब ये इतना. Okay, yeah, Sharon, tell me.
both the reduction and the oxidation occur simultaneously.
Yeah, so when you see reduction, किस का reduction हो रहा है? What is getting reduced and what is getting oxidized during this particular process? Yes, Nikita?
CO2 is reduced and water is oxidized.
Yeah, very good. That's why it is called as redox reaction. And there are two important reactions which are happening in this particular basically, okay, photosynthesis, though we call it as a one-step process or an important one reaction, there are two different reactions which are occurring under this particular roof. What are those two processes? What are two important processes or reactions? Yes, Mayuresh.
Light reaction and dark reaction.
Yes. Ajinkya, tell me what is photophosphorylation and what are its types?
Formation of a ATP in the chloroplast in presence of light. It's called photophosphorylation.
Yes. And Adi Prakar,
Cyclic and non-cyclic.
what is the major difference in cyclic and non-cyclic? Yes, Ajinkya, what is the major difference? Fine. I don't know. He got disconnected or what? So, yes, Nikita, what is the major differences?
In cyclic photophosphorylation, electrons emitted by chlorophyll return back to the same chlorophyll. And in non-cyclic photophosphorylation, it do not return back to the same chlorophyll.
Yeah, very good. And both contains both the photosystems, or there is any difference between the photosystems as well?
In cyclic photophosphorylation, only photosystem 1 is present, and in non-cyclic, both photosystem 1 and 2 involved.
The photolysis of water takes place during which photophosphorylation?
Non-cyclic.
Yeah, very good, very good, very good. So, as Ajinkya and Nikita explained, so we started with the light reaction under which we had studied cyclic photophosphorylation and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. The major differences she already has mentioned. After completing that part of light reaction, we had moved towards the dark reaction of photosynthesis. Tell me why dark reaction is called as dark reaction? Why dark reaction is called as dark reaction? Anuj, why it is called as dark reaction?
यस सर सर डार्क रिएक्शन में हम लोग ने पढ़ा था कि जो कार्बन फिक्सेशन रहता है वो स्टोन में ऑकर होता है बाय द सीरीज ऑफ एंजाइम्स।
उसको डार्क रिएक्शन क्यों बोलते हैं? The name itself, उसको dark क्यों बोलते हैं? Why it is dark reaction?
यस सर, एक मिनट।
Because it is independent of light. Light हो या ना हो उससे उसे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. That's called as dark reaction. Okay. Which organism? Who had studied the dark reaction? सबसे पहले किसने रिपोर्ट किया था? अनुज.
सर कैल्विन।
या and उसने कौन सा ऑर्गेनिज्म यूज किया था? सॉरी,
क्या सर?
उसने कौन सा ऑर्गेनिज्म यूज किया था to study this particular?
सर क्लोरेरा।
Yeah, it was chlorella. Very good. Manali, tell me why it is called as C3 cycle?
The first product formed is a 3-carbon compound.
Yeah, and what is the name of that compound?
3-phosphoglyceric acid.
Very good. That's what is called as C3 pathway. Darshana, what are the 3 important steps of the C3 cycle?
Carboxylation, glycotic reversal, and regeneration of RUBP.
Very good. So it is carboxylation, reversal of glycolysis, and or you can say reduction and then regeneration of RUBP. Very good. And yeah, I don't know if you are able to answer. That's very good. how many molecules of PGAL, that is a phosphoglyceraldehyde, are generated during this particular process, total. And out of that total, how many are actually used for degeneration and how many are used for synthesis?
Sir, repeat करो ना question.
Yeah, I'm repeating the question. So this is for all. Just raise your hands if you are able to answer this question. So I asked her how many total molecules of PGAL, that is the phosphoglyceraldehyde, are generated during Kelvin cycle. Okay, that's the first question. Out of this total molecule synthesized, how many are actually used for synthesis of a glucose and how many are used for regeneration of RUBP? I hope now you understood the question. Yes, Prachit, tell me.
Yes.
Prachit. I think you had raised the hand या फिर वो गलती से उठ गया था. No worries. Yeah, you continue. Sorry. Did you understand the question जो मैंने पूछा?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me.
12 molecules of 3 PGAL के use होते हैं, उसमें से 2 molecules are used for synthesizing glucose and 10
Yeah, very good, Ajinkya. So as
10 remaining molecules are used for regeneration of 6 molecule of RUBP.
very good. So yeah, so I'm happy that you are able to answer the questions and you are trying to understand the question basically. So this type of question they will ask you. Okay, so but yeah, now I'm getting the relief. Okay, kuch to yaad hai bachche ko. That's good. Fine. So with this we had completed the C3 cycle and we had jumped towards something called as photorespiration, which is a wasteful process. Why do you think it is wasteful process? Can you please raise your hands? Why photorespiration is yes, Mayuresh?
कार्बन फिक्सेशन की जगह वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में के फॉर्म में रिलीज होता है.
Yeah. So a part of carbon is actually released into the atmosphere, which is actually not really getting used up during the process, and that's why it is called as photo wasteful process. And which all organelles are involved in this particular process? Yes, Aditi, what? Which all organelles are involved in the photorespiration? Yes, Manali.
Chloroplast, peroxisomes, and mitochondria.
Very good. After we completed the C2 cycle, or why it is called a C2 cycle by the way? Harsh Dipane. Photorespiration ला आपण C2 cycle का बोलतो? अक्षय नायर. Mitali. Fine. Yes, Nikita.
Because first stable product form is 2 carbon compound.
And it is known as
Phosphoglycolate.
very good. That's why it is called as C2 cycle. So with this, we had completed the C2 cycle of photorespiration, and then we had studied something called as C4 cycle. Okay, so as we already have discussed, I will not go in detail about C4 cycle, but I will just say it is mostly observed in a monocotyledon plants and also in some dicots. And in this plant, there is something called as Cranch anatomy is present, which is a peculiar feature of this particular plants. And there is no photorespiration happening in C4 plants, and that's why it is more beneficial process, you can say, for carbon fixation. Apart from that, there are some extra APPs are required in this particular process, so that is also there. And uh, two different types of cells are involved, and they are having a different functions as well. So that is a little bit about C4 plant, which we already had discussed, and hope you had understand that part. After that, finally, we had jumped towards the last pathway, that is the CAM pathway, which is, what is the full form of CAM pathway? Yeah, Sharon.
Crassulacean acid कहते हैं.
Okay. Why it is called as Crassulacean?
Crassulacean plant में होता
Yeah. Crassulaceae क्या है?
desert में रहने होता
Sorry. Yeah. Got it. Basically, it's a family. It's a family of a plants which is mostly includes the desert growing, the plants that are growing in a desert area. Okay. So I hope so. In this particular plant, as we have discussed just now, that the stomata is a scotoactive, मतलब रात को open, दिन में close, and then there are two important enzymes involved, and then they show the carbon fixation and carbon reduction. Okay, I hope you understood all this pathway, and then now we can finally move towards the last part of this particular chapter, that is the factors affecting photosynthesis. As we have seen multiple pathways, multiple reactions. Now I hope you understood that there are multiple different factors as well which are involved in this particular process. Okay, if I want to name few, सबसे पहले तो मैं बोलूँगा light, very important, because without light तो ये process हो ही नहीं सकता, right? Then carbon dioxide, definitely very important. Why? Because it is one of the raw material. Water, again, one of the raw material. And temperature plays a very important factor, because you all have seen, जैसे जैसे temperature में conditions change होता है, जैसे कि CAM pathway में देखा हमने, high temperature, the different things are happening. C4 में also, even photorespiration, temperature was a factor. Though in C2 plants, or photorespiration, oxygen level and carbon dioxide level was of more importance. Temperature also does play an important role. So these are the four important processes which can actually affect the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so as we know, these all are external factors, because none of them is directly involved in the plant anatomy. मतलब plant light भी बाहर से लेते हैं, CO2 भी हम लोग atmospheric दे रहे हैं, temperature again the environmental factor, and the water which is actually plants are taken by their roots. So all of these are actually considered as the external factors which affects the process of photosynthesis. Even though they are external factors, they are actually very much important factors which can affect the process of photosynthesis. Apart from these external factors, there are some internal factors also, which mainly includes chlorophyll A, because we all know it is a pigment which is a primary pigment. Okay, what is the difference in a primary pigment and accessory pigments, and which all pigments are considered as accessory pigments? Can you please tell me in the brief? Why chlorophyll A is the primary pigment and others are called as accessory pigments? Okay, forget about the primary and accessory pigments. Which all pigments are called as accessory pigments? Tell me.
Chlorophyll B,
Yeah, or
xanthophyls, carotene.
very good, very good. And carotenoids have a two. What is a very important function of carotenoids?
orange color.
That is arugula. So, Nikita mentioned something like xanthophylls, carotenoids, but we all know xanthophylls and carotenes are types of carotenoids. what is the basic difference between xanthophylls and carotenes? As one mention is on orange color, right? So which one is orange? Carotene or xanthophyll?
Carotene.
Yeah, and the xanthophyll is
Yellow.
yeah, very good. It is yellow color. So and what is the other? तो एक तो है कि वो accessory pigments है. I accept it. So मतलब वो light को collect करेंगे, harvest करेंगे, and they will give it to the chlorophyll A. So the chlorophyll A will undergo the excitation process, and then there is a ground state, excited state, electron बाहर जाएगा. It will be taken by the carriers and all. Yeah, that is a long process. But apart from this process, what is the important function of these carotenoids? क्यों डॉक्टर्स बोलते हैं गाजर खाओ? It's good for health. Why? डिस्कस किया है हमने बहुत अच्छे से ये बात. Something it protects us from something. What is that process called as? Just tell me what is the process called as? Something called as photooxidation. Can anyone tell me what is that photooxidation? जिसको लोग protect करते हैं. Okay, this is the homework now. Okay, so you have to read about these pigments, primary and accessory, and what is photooxidation and how this particular carotenoids prevent it. Okay, I hope I am clear with the question. If you are not understanding, please ask me again. Okay, you need to read what is chlorophylls A and what is the accessory pigments and how they perform the function of photooxidation. Sorry, protect the photooxidation. Okay. Apart from that, there are other internal factors which are actually, then you can say, typical anatomical factors, which includes accumulation of sugars, thickness of the cuticle or the epidermis. I hope you know what is cuticle and epidermis. It is nothing. Cuticle is the outermost covering from a plant of a plant leaf. Okay, same goes for epidermis. So some plants like almost like now there is a typical waxy coating on a surface of a particular plant leaf, which actually prevents the plants which actually regulate the exchange of gases and all. Okay, that is called as cuticle. If a plant is having a very thick cuticle, definitely there will be less loss of water and transpiration will not affect the plant too much. But there are few plants whose cuticle is very thin and then there is a easy loss of water from the plants. Apart from that, there is something called as epidermis. You can say outermost layer of the plant leaf. Similar to apna skin. Even our skin has a different layers, right? The outermost layer of our skin is called as epidermis. Below that is something called as dermis. So something similar is present in a plant as well. So the outermost layer actually affect the process of photosynthesis. Then there is something like the other factors like distribution of stomata. Definitely, why stomata is important in this particular process? Can you please tell me in a brief? Why stomata is important in the whole process? If a plant does not have a sufficient number of stomata, will the process of photosynthesis will get affected?
Exchange
Yeah, exchange what?
exchange
Gases.
carbon dioxide exchange.
Yeah, gases. So अगर मैंने प्लांट्स की स्टोमाटा को इनएक्टिवेट कर दिया बाय सम अदर प्रोसेस डैमेज कर दिया, विल द प्लांट परफॉर्म अ नॉर्मल फोटोसिंथेसिस या फिर नहीं कर पाएगा? व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
नहीं होगा.
या क्यों नहीं होगा?
कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेने नहीं होगा, टमाटर खराब हो.
या डेफिनेटली, वेरी गुड. सो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड नहीं ले पाएगा तो रॉ मटेरियल नहीं मिलेगा, रॉ मटेरियल नहीं मिलेगा तो आगे का प्रोसेस नहीं होगा. इट्स एज सिंपल एज दैट. And also there is something called as development of chlorenchyma. So this is the next point I'm asking you to search. What is chlorenchyma? I know you are not knowing this, but just search it and tell me the answer in next class. Okay. So these are the whole. I just want to give a kind of overview here. So the factors affecting photosynthesis are divided into two parts: external and the internal. External include the four important factors like light, carbon dioxide, temperature, and water. Internal includes chlorophyll A, accumulation of sugar, thickness of cuticle, epidermis, स्टोमाटा का नंबर कितना है, कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया है, वो भी मैटर करेगा. एंड आल्सो समथिंग कॉल्ड एज क्लोरीन gamma, which you people will be telling me what it is. Okay, is it clear till now? Any questions? Okay, so let's move and start studying each of these factors one by one. So there is something very important, obviously light, because this is a light dependent process, right? We all know light reaction is there, and अगर light reaction नहीं हुआ तो photosynthesis हो सकता है क्या? If I just stop or inhibit the light reaction of photosynthesis, will there be any further process? या फिर भी कुछ हो सकता है क्या? Sorry.
No.
Why? What is happening?
Light- लाइट रिएक्शन से NADH बनता है और NADH की वजह से डालते हैं.
Yeah. Very good, but it's not NADH here. It is
P.
NADPH. Yeah, it is NADPH which is formed and which is utilized. Okay, and also something else is forming during light reaction. क्या है वो? बाहर. NADPH के साथ और क्या बन रहा है?
ATP.
Very good. It is ATP and NADPH which are forming during light reaction, which will be utilized. So both of them are actually called as assimilatory power. Okay, because they will be utilized during the carbon dioxide assimilation. Now I'm asking you one question over here. So I am having a plant in which I am inhibiting the process of light reaction. So there will be no photophosphorylation, no cyclic, non-cyclic photophosphorylation, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. So will that plant be able to survive for a longer time or not? This is my first question. So what do you think?
No.
Yeah, no, obviously, because answer already we had discussed. कि क्यों नहीं करेगा. Now, still I am inhibiting the light reaction, but if somehow, okay, I am saying hypothetically, okay, not practically. Hypothetically, I am saying somehow I am giving the ATPs and NADPH externally. Now, what will happen? Will the plant will survive or not?
Yes.
Yeah. How? And or why?
डार्क रिएक्शन होगा.
So, yeah. So there is no light. So what do you think? Light dark reaction होगा या नहीं होगा?
होगा.
Yeah, very good. So that is what I'm expecting. Even though now there is no light reaction happening, there is no light in the particular room, and light reaction is inhibited by somehow, the dark reaction will continue to happen if I provide it with the ATP and NADPH, which will be doing the process further, and you will be getting the carbohydrates at last, which can be utilized by the plant. That's why light is one of the very important and essential factor, as it supplies the energy to the for the process of the photosynthesis. Light का दो important factors that both quality and quantity actually is important if you want to have a good photosynthesis reaction. Okay, the highest rate जो होता है इसका, that like it's not like कि the reaction will keep on happening if I keep on increasing the rate of if I keep on increasing the intensity of light, or the definitely in a dim light there will be less process of photosynthesis. जैसे जैसे intensity बढ़ते जाऊंगा, the rate of photosynthesis will increase. But after a particular time, even if I am increasing the intensity of a light, the rate of photosynthesis will not increase. It will be constant. It will be in a straight line. So that's what the graph here is showing. Okay, I'm sorry, the x-axis of the graph is not visible in this slide. I just need to shift it a little bit. That I will do later. But I hope you understand. On the x-axis, it's just the light intensity. So what is happening here? The rate of photosynthesis is stable after a particular point. You can see the graph is like initially it is increasing. Look at the cursor. It is increasing. After a particular time, even if there is further increase in the intensity, the rate is actually kind of constant, stationary, you can say. Okay, so that is what how the light is actually changing the or affecting the process of photosynthesis. The rate actually changes because as we all know, there is something called as absorption spectra and action spectra. So the highest rate of photosynthesis actually takes place in a red light and after that blue light. So if you remember the absorption spectra, the absorption of a chlorophyll is like maximum in a red and blue light. If you remember that particular slide, obviously we all know absorption spectra coincides with the action spectra. So definitely अगर rate of light absorption ज़्यादा रहेगा तो rate of photosynthesis भी ज़्यादा रहेगा, and that's what we had studied during the action spectra and absorption spectra topic. Okay. If you had seen a forest canopy, the rate of photosynthesis decreases considerably in the plants growing the under plants like under the canopy. So like basically we all have seen. अगर बहुत घना जंगल है, बहुत like it's a very dense kind of jungle. Okay, those who the trees which are big, they will grow very nicely because उनको तो ऊपर से light मिल रहा है. But the small shrubs and herbs जो नीचे grow हो रहे, they will not be able to grow properly. Why? Because the light will not be able to reach it. And that's why you can see the plant's growth is kind of stunted because it is not actually getting the proper nutrition and all. Nutrition, I won't say, but light, which is an essential process for synthesizing its food. So that is one thing which shows the importance of light. And then in most of the plants, the photosynthesis is maximum in the bright and the diffuse sunlight, but after a particular point, it decreases. But that's what I had explained you in a graph. So वो बढ़ते जाएगा, but after a particular point, it will grow and it will go slow. और जैसे हम उसको और intensity कम कर देंगे, it will again reduce the rate of the reaction. Okay, so light is very important. Light can मतलब तुमने light से play किया, so you can actually play with the process of photosynthesis as well. Okay, so with this I will stop here. The next factors is carbon dioxide, temperature, and water. And after that there is something called as internal